Myself Fazana Naeem, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Graduate School College for Women. Today I am going to teach semester 5 DSC 2. My topic is transportation of fish seeds. This is in continuation of what I had discussed yesterday. Now the techniques of transport. There are two major techniques to transport the fish seed. One is the open system and second is the closed system. In open system, the surface of the water carrying the fish seed is kept exposed to atmosphere with or without circulation and water aeration. The traditional method is that the seed is transported in earthen pots called handis. This method is very popular in West Bengal. Handis are of two types, small and large. The smaller sizes with 20 to 25 liter capacity and larger with 30 to 35 liter capacity. The seed collected from spawning ground are kept in cloth hapas in such an area where water movement is not much for 2 to 3 days for conditioning. The handis are filled with water from spawning ground. These handis are released at the rate of 50,000 for smaller handis and 75,000 for bigger handis. For measuring fish seeds, small pots are used as kunkas. It is an arbitrary unit used in fish seed trade with a capacity of 1 lakh spawn on an average. Therefore, the bigger handi receives about 3/4 of a kunka of seeds. About 60 gram of pulverized red soil is sprinkled over the water surface of each pot, probably to maintain the pH according to Basu 1951. The entire medium is subjected to occasional shaking during transit for aeration of water. At intervals of about 48 hours or even earlier, water is changed and the red soil is again added. The traders believed that the transport of fish seed without red soil will cause heavy mortality. They believe that the red soil are used as a food for the spawn. Nowadays, aluminum handis are in use. The temperature of water of handis are kept down by covering wet cloth over the mouth of the vessel. Dead fish seeds are removed immediately to avoid pollution. Smaller handis are transported on head while large handis are transported on bamboo slings and by rail. Movement of water during transportation ensures aeration of water and prevents fish seed from crowding at one place. Basu in 1951 studied the effect of red soil in handis. He reported that the soil particles have positive electrical charges that attract the negatively charged spawn, which are infected with bacteria. Due to this, the infected spawn get buried under the soil, thus localizing the pollution area. Saha and Chaudhary 1956 observed that the organic soil is as effective as red soil. Now the second system, the closed system. In this system, the water surface is exposed to compressed air or pure oxygen. The containers are sealed airtight. This system was introduced in India about 40 years ago. At present, polythene bag measuring 650 mm into 450 mm inflated with oxygen has become very popular in transporting fish seeds by rail, road or air. In this method, the bag is first put into a tin of about 18 liters capacity. 1/3 of this bag is filled with water. 20,000 to 40,000 spawn, 300 to 600 fry or 40 to 70 fingerlings are released in the bag. The air in the bag is pressed out with hand and then the bag is inflated with oxygen up to 2/3 capacity from a cylinder. The upper part of the bag is twisted, bent and tied perfectly. the mortality rate is nil to 5%. Various models have been developed by Indian workers to transport live fishes. Mamin's model 1962 is more or less similar to the model described above. Patro's model 1968 has two drums. A smaller one with oxygen is inserted inside a bigger one, which contains fish seed in water. This is a better model but not easy in operation. Now, the effect of drugs in fish seed transport. The following drugs and chemicals are usually used in this case: sodium amyl, tertiary amyl alcohol, MS222, that is tricane methane sulfonate, etc. are used as anesthetics. Next, the important antiseptic and antibiotic chemicals used are methylene blue 2 ppm, COSO 4.5 ppm, potassium permanganate 3 ppm, NaCl 3%, chloromycetin 8 ppm, etc. Before packing the fish seeds, a quick bath in the above chemicals is recommended. Now, there are some rules for transportation. For successful fish seed transport, following rules are followed. Number 1, transport must be undertaken in cooler weather. In summer, the transport must be undertaken at night or in early morning. Number 2, the water should be clean and well oxygenated. Number 3, the fry and fingerlings should be starved for a few hours to 1 day so as to keep the water free from their excreta. Number 4, in an open type, water should be changed whenever necessary, but with care and slowly. Number 5, if removal of water is not possible, the surface of water should be disturbed by splashing with hand. Number 6, after reaching destination, the fish seeds should be released very carefully. This is all about the transportation of fish seeds.